down. Me and I get you down. This year I'm a year to shout. King of the jungle, you get my crown. Me, I just want shout. I just want party. Come make this Mojo.
Your tough, most provoking and stimulating talk show 50/50 is coming on next.
Come make this Mojo free. I want make my mama happy. Yeah, every day is holiday. I will celebrate to buy energy far away. Yeah, every day is holiday. I will celebrate to buy energy far away. Yeah, every day is holiday. I will celebrate to buy energy far away. Yeah, every day is holiday. I will celebrate to buy energy far away.
107.1 FM. You are listening to your hit music radio station. Your tough, most provoking and stimulating talk show 50/50 is coming on next.
Okay, Sky 107.1 FM. Good morning and welcome to our day's transmission. And of course, I'm going to be with you up to later on this afternoon. My name is Julius Obuki from now to 3 o'clock. Let's work together on this radio. By the time it's 10:30 nation's capital and beyond, let's bring you the program 50/50 on this radio, and that'll be followed by maximum entertainment here on this radio. Let's bring you the program 50/50.
Good morning, Monrovia. Good morning, Habel. Good morning, Robertsfield. Good morning, Robertsport. Good morning, Toyota. Good morning, Salala. Good morning, Macaque City. Good morning, Tottenburg. Good morning, Clay. Good morning, Bow Waterside. Good morning, Riverside. Good morning, Bapulu. Good morning, Buchanan. Good morning, Lac. Good morning, Cowell. Good morning, Brewerville, Virginia, Camp David, Mount River Edge. This is 50/50 on a Monday morning on Sky 107.1 FM with this topic. What's going on with Team Cummings, the third of districts 1, 4, and 6 of Montserrado County, and the Volcanic Endorsement of all Grebos in Liberia? While groundwork is responsible for this new wave of momentum, as Team Cummings got his mojo up and running. We'll be discussing other national issues because I've invited Ambassador Louis G. Browne, National Chair of Team Cummings. By 11 o'clock, our lines will be open as usual. So you call me on those numbers on 077777107. You'll be live from 50/50 on Sky 107. Better stay called us on 07772212223. Those numbers are pinned on our Facebook page, Sky Communications Liberia. To this Monday, my name is the one grandson of my grandfather, and 50/50, you just can't be the experience. I'll be back right after the theme song.
Yesterday, shall come in water and him and hello. No worry. How was it in my sister Shona? I saw in next week episode. I said to what you with your money, y'all. Get me out for your house.
Chef, this my weapon with Filipino show business. Don't worry, I got the perfect solution for you. I heard it on the radio. Hey, they make an announcement again. Just listen.
More light at home. more possibilities for greatness. Orange Energy is a reliable solution to all light problems. Inspired by the sun and changing lives, one beam at a time. Brighter days are here. Orange Energy now provides reliable electricity at affordable rates, with solar kits starting at $6,565 Liberian dollars and monthly payments starting at $1,600 Liberian dollars. Visit any of our stores or POS to purchase your kit.
Brings you closer to what matters.
Orange.
They have done it again.
What excitement! Share the good news now.
My pikin tried to Cote d'Ivoire yesterday, and he still calling me on a number. He still Brazil on the arm.
Nothing makes me more relaxed than being able to work and stay connected without interruption, whether I am at home or away.
They have done it.
More travels, more possibilities. With a just released roaming data bundle for travelers to Cote d'Ivoire,
Guinea-Conakry, and Mali,
you can now stay connected on the go. Dial *535# to activate a plan ranging from $1 for 25 megabytes to $20 for 1 gigabyte. The new roaming data bundle, an offer for you.
Brings you closer to what matters.
It's possible, anytime, anywhere. A way to make you smile from ears to ears. With Orange Money new broken fees, you can take off your own sekabagi and keeps you smiling. A smile that comes from the heart. A smile that keeps you ongoing. A smile that lasts forever. More smiles with Makabagi. Discover the Orange Money new broken tariff. Withdraw and transfer money to your loved ones now at less expensive fees and experience more advantage with Orange Money broken tariff.
Orange Money.
After being in the business for more than 20 years, Uptown Garage has all it takes to make your car work best for you. Uptown Garage has brought in all sizes of new quality tires. We also have the efficient and long-lasting Uptown batteries. Uptown Garage has also brought in a state-of-the-art 2022 upgraded diagnostic machine that can easily detect any problem with your car. Don't worry, we can fix it for you. Is your car having any electrical problem? Well, Uptown Garage has a professional electrician from Ghana who is up to the task of programming and solving all of your car electrical problems. Uptown Garage is at the intersection of Broad and Nelson Streets with the Uptown Spare Parts Store on Broad Street side. We have our garage and new showroom at President Wia's residence. For original spark plugs from Japan, oil filters, engine oil, and everything you need to get your car working perfectly, come to Uptown Garage. We give 1 month warranty. We also provide a tow truck free of charge if we are the ones to work on your car. But we can also tow your car anywhere for a fee. Contact Uptown Garage head office on 0777 553317 or 0886 553317 or our rehab branch on 0770 902865. Uptown Garage, your 100% Liberian owned, is here to put a smile on your face.
Thank you very much. Back on 50-50 on Sky 107. Our special studio guest is Louis G. Browne, chairperson of Team Cummings 2023. I got 4 newspapers. Surprisingly, today I don't have the copy of the front page newspaper, but don't mind. I got other papers to read. I'll give you the banner headlines for the 4 newspapers, the front and back pages of these papers. Let's begin with the Heritage newspaper says President Wiyad arrives in Doha, Qatar, expected to hold bilateral and multilateral meetings with Sheikh Tamim Al Thani, is the emir of Doha, Qatar. More condemnations against verbal attacks on U.S. envoy as government CDC lauded for prompt position statements. The photos of legible reigning, the ambassadors, McCarty, CSO Council Chairperson, Madame Loretto, Lita Pope Kite, and Mobile Molo, the chair of the CDC. Multi-purpose Islamic Center dedicated Liberian tourism seasons to kick off with first ever National Tourism Festival. Let's move on the back page of the Heritage newspaper says veteran journalist Aaron Colley calls for the urgent judicial review of controversial period elective Congress. Chelsea considers move for England keeper Pickford. Revisit and family respect one China policy, Foreign Minister Kimia urged. The other one says CDC holds seventh National Congress. The photo of Molu, the chair of the Mighty Congress of Democratic Change. They call it Coalition for Democratic Change. Let's move on to the GN newspaper says prepared for sanctions as U.S. wants NEC, National Elections Commission, and others. The photo of body in rage, pointy finger at who? At us, at NEC and others. Why? I just don't know. 4 Liberian girls arrested in Nigeria, bound for Libya. Hang over. UN releases statement ahead of Liberia's election. The photo of the Secretary General of the United Nations is here. The back page of the GN newspaper said Twe might be designated for sanctions if this is strong. Samuel Twe, Minister of Finance, may be designated for sanctions if rescue Liberia from we are bicard urges Liberians. Deputy Speaker condemns anti-American sentiments. The photo of Fonati Kofa, the Deputy Speaker of the Honorable House of Representatives. Then we come to the analyst newspaper say Cummings gets biggest southeastern endorsement as Grebos from 5 counties vowed to make him president. I've seen this for a long time, over 30 years ago. Dressed like Todman, you got a good white shirt. Todman used to wear a white shirt, impossibly white shirt, and a dusty Liberia white shirt with an expensive jacket with a hat. And down there, get a representation of the natives or Lapa. This is not seen ordinarily. I said, you live 40 years from now, from today, when Todman was Todman, you would want to see this attire as Cummings shake hands with his tribal people. Concerns mount over Magui's sanction. Pundits investigations point to mistaken conclusions. The photo of Nathaniel Fallow Magui. The back page of Standards Seacoast paper says, I'm not using government car. Magui says, he rides his personal car. I mean, you're kidding Magui man now. Asolomante Mita rehabilitates Yekepa waste treatment plant into modern facility. Liberian humanitarian wins 4 prestigious awards in the United States of America. Let's move to Ginan's paper. Philip says, Inquirer newspaper says, Foreign Affairs Workers Association on Kimia's bike. Cummings makes ambitious commitment, receives more endorsements. Liberia tourism season kicks off. Who's after Leges, former deputy director and family? That's a big question. Teenage pregnancy hampers students' education. The back page of Philip Wisse's newspaper says Chinese embassy speaks on data cyber. The ambassador of China this year, Ambassador Ring Yezing. 7 to elect new in Ganta. Those are the papers. I just read the front pages for your For your information, you want to get the meat and the belly of the papers, you got to go to the newsstand and buy those papers, and so you know what's trending and what you need to know. But I've invited a good librarian in every meaning of the word good. He is the chairman of Team Cummings. Team Cummings seems to be getting his Mojo back. So I've appealed to the chair of the Team Cummings, Honorable Ambassador Louis Browne, to be my guest today as we go into what is the new grand movement that's going on. Good morning, Ambassador Browne.
Good morning. Good morning, T-Max, and good morning to your listeners everywhere. It's a pleasure to be here with you.
You look upbeat. Somebody satisfied with what he's done.
Well, no. Yes, we're taking some good steps forward. As long as you keep moving forward, we're happy with that. But we know that there is a long road ahead. It is a difficult road ahead. But we know we are equal to the task. Liberians are listening more and more, and we're pleased with what we're seeing, the responses we're getting from our people. There's so much pain in the country. There's just so much suffering. People are tired. People are disappointed.
Do you read that from their faces?
Their faces, their expressions, their daily living, the conditions of their living, what they have had to endure, what they continue to endure. It's just self-evident. And this is not just in Monrovia, it's everywhere we have gone. People lining up for change. People are ready for change. And they're not talking about another superficial change, another just promise of change. People are talking about changing the system that continues to make our country and our people, the country look bad and our people suffer. So, and they see increasingly in Mr. Cummings, Mr. Alexander Cummings, that new hope, that freshness of ideas, that leadership.
Liberians have heard a lot about hope and change.
Change for hope for change. And Liberians now know that actually meant nothing. A few will change their lives at the expense of the many. And so this is what Liberians are. You see it all around. We go from place to place. From Nimba, I was in Bassa the other day. Then you saw here just across.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to places.
That. I just want to know exactly what the inside of Team Cummings looks like, and I want to take specifically your tour started from District Montserrado County, then to Districts 4 and 6. What it was all about? Why you want to take that route? What were you looking for to find?
So first of all, you want to feel the temperature of the country and the mood of the people. We have done our own good enough assessment, but we wanted to see if Liberians are ready for what we are selling, for what we are determined to deliver to the country. And so we decided, look, let's begin with rural. Let us see if, it's easy to beat up fervor and emotions in the capital that is already politically hyped and sensitive. But the rural communities are slower to pick up because their daily living is not necessarily one that is driven by the news cycle and the hype of politics in urban communities like Monrovia and other places. So let's look to district number 1. T-Max, I tell you, as we drove through rural Montserrado, people came out One of the problems we had was that we're getting late for everywhere we needed to be. We had promised we would be in a timely fashion because people were stopping us along the way. People wanted to see this guy. People wanted to shake his hand. People to encourage him.
Did you anticipate that?
No. Quite frankly, no. Have made of it is so amazing. I went with Alex to Zambui.
Where is that?
Zambui.
Is it in Montserrado? Oscar or Montserrado?
No, it's in district.
Go ahead.
Zambui is in district number 8 in Nimba County.
Well, okay.
It is quite a ride to get to Zambui. Yeah. You haven't heard about it?
No.
Because it's not one of the places people talk about.
It's not Sanikule, it's not Ganta,
but I am telling you, it is a place that was just recently wrecked by a major catastrophe. So this is a town that is almost entirely surrounded by water.
Wow.
So imagine people go to their farms across the river. And just as our president was flying around in his private jet paid for by the people of Liberia to now go watch a football game, the people of Zambui, 20-something of them, were packed in a canoe, very small canoe, making the distance across a high current water to their farms. On that canoe was a mother and her 8-week-old baby. And the canoe hit a tree, a stump that was under the water, and capsized. 8 of them died. When we were there, I mean, it was so heartbreaking. They had yet to find the body of that 8-week-old baby.
Wow.
That could have been the next president. That could have one day been a justice minister, chief justice. You know, I mean, all the possibilities and opportunities. And that child is no more. You would think the government would be considering. No, we were told no senior official, nobody of note from this government had visited there. Of course, their representatives.
The senators out there.
The Senator Johnson, I think he sent something and visited. But for the members of the for the president to even send a note to say my sympathy. What image? This is the image of the country that's vexing to many people. The president was flying out on a private jet, paid for the people of Liberia. The Minister of Finance is yet to say how much and trip will cost us. And the people who were paying for it were riding in a canoe, squeezing a canoe like sardines, and had to die, going in search of livelihood. Keep that image in your head. The president dressed up, flying to the world, vacationing, and people going to just look for food to eat. And they die that way. In Liberia today, I mean, how? Why? And frankly, I'm using that story and that image to tell the tale of where people are in the country. T-Max, people are suffering everywhere in the country. What we're seeing cuts across political parties. This is not about CDC. This is not about MPP. This is not about ANC. This is not about CPP. It is simply about a country going in the wrong direction, and it is affecting people's lives every day.
Why did he choose to go? Why did he choose to go there? This is an emotional story. Why did he choose to go there?
Brother, we heard it on the news that this had happened. We heard it and decided, okay, let's go try to see what those people are living through. Alex is an empathetic guy. Many things he does, he doesn't like to talk about it, but that's his style, that's his nature. So he wanted to feel to see it for himself. And we went into that place, T-Max. The town was so solemn. Men grieving, people weeping. The commissioner of the place, sort of, they felt good that we were there, that we had come from outside to share in that moment with them.
To share in their pain.
And then the commissioner kept saying to us, what are we to do? What can we do? Why must we be like this? Why must our country be like this? And so when you add all of this, it doesn't matter which party you're in. This is not a fight for party, which party will win the other party. This is the fight for the soul of the country. We simply cannot continue like this. We cannot. Now, I'm not saying don't capsize. I'm not saying, but I'm saying today, man, 100 and something years old, our country is over 170 something years old. That's the best option people need to have to seek food. They have to be exposed to such danger, and their government cannot respond. At the time, people still riding canoe, your president riding jet plane, going to everywhere at the expense of those people. This is unacceptable. This is what is riling people up. And we want to keep people believing in democracy. We want to give people hope, because people are swimming in a sea of hopelessness. Now, the new greeting in town, Tima? You greet anybody and I say, how are you, brother? I say, brother, that God carry on.
Of course, God.
That God money me.
Of course, God does
People
that.
are losing faith in governance. People promise so much and deliver so little. And almost you can be excused for saying the government doesn't care. The government does not care. If they had been a minister relative, if it had been the president relative, I'm not wishing any of that on anyone, you would have seen the outpouring. That probably would have been putting a monument to that place now. But that town is so engulfed in grief.
Is it that isolated or what? Couldn't Pablo West put a bridge over that? Is that so remote, so isolated?
It is sad. It is sad. And that's just one place. There are many places like that around the country. Many places like this. We simply cannot continue like this.
What do you say about government officials that say, come on, it's not we are doing, he just inherited that.
So let's go look for Joseph Jenkins Roberts and blame him. Should we do that? That's the other we keep hearing from government. Oh, we've been here a long time. Hell, you promised you would do something about it. Who do we hold responsible if not you? Who in charge? Who we paying? Who flying the private jet? If not you, if you think yourself worthy enough to take Liberian people money and fly everywhere in the world and go everywhere that you can probably sit on your phone to participate in, you're going there because you're scared to be in your own country. You can't take the pressure. You can't take the heat of what you have yourself created here. Food prices going up. gasoline and diesel going up, and then you know the ripple effect on everything across the economy. People are suffering. They can't pay school fees. You get sick. Somebody gets sick today. That family risk being totally bankrupt, or perhaps the best option would be to sell something of theirs from their family to be able to take care of a sick one. Hospitals are rejecting people because they're not going there with money. A guy told me a few days ago, 2 boys, 6 years old, 2 kids, 6 years old, living close to the beach. Somebody forgot the gate to their home open, and they let 2 boys walk along the beach. And then people couldn't find them. Start running all over the place. These 2 babies, when they finally found them, they were barely breathing. They rushed them to hospital. They had gone into the water. Fortunately, it looked like the wave brought them back to show they were barely breathing. Rushed them. The mother rushed them. Imagine a distraught mother with two 6-year-old boys. One her son, the other the son Frank. At the point of death, get to the hospital. No oxygen. Or at least the hospital was pretending that he didn't have oxygen. They called the father, who was already out. The guy had no money on him. It was the father explaining this to me with tears in his eyes. He ran to money changer. This is the life people are living here every day. This politics we're playing with. This is the real life people living here every day. Ran to a money changer. By the time he got to the hospital with what he had credited, the 2 boys were dead. Dead. The time it took to be negotiating, you gotta find money. Maybe no, I don't know if we get oxygen. I don't know. 2 boys, future president, future minister, future teacher, future policeman, future doctor, gone, dead. The father arrived at the hospital with the money he credited from money changers in his hand. And because the mother went there with no money, 2 boys, dead. How can we be like this? How did we come to be a country with no empathy, where we don't care for each other like this? Why? It's not because our country broke. If our country broke, our president would not be flying all over the place. The economy is stressed globally, yes, but it's also stressed everywhere. And people managing the other place, they're prioritizing the people. They're not engaging in some wastefulness. You cannot, one woman told me a long time. He said, Louis, my son, if you say spirit be you, then you must resemble somebody that spirit be. You can't be telling the people, cutting people pay. Look at Ministry of Information. $40, $45. Who can survive on that for 1 month? And that's just for those who are managing to find jobs. What about those who can't? What are the conditions? This is, again, Liberian people. This is not about politics. This is not about party. This is not about, we're going to vote against CDC. We're going to vote CPP. No. This is simply about where the country is. Where the country is unacceptable. We need to look at ourselves. We do not deserve the kind of leadership we have. It is that plain, it is that simple. When things fail, you don't go blame the man who finished dying. Mm-hmm. You don't blame J.J. Rao. You blame the man who there with the power to change it. At least who promised to change, who we paying to change it. Who else should we blame? Who else? Go to J.J. Rao grave and grieve and wake him up? He has no more power. He's dead. The guy in charge of us is now sitting in Doha to watch the football game that he could have watched from his television.
No, they say he's there for bilateral and multilateral meetings with the Sheikh Tamid. Don't.
You can fool some people sometimes, but you can't fool all the people all the time. This foolishness has to stop. This foolishness has to stop. Serious leaders are actually calling into some of these meetings and conferences. our president goes to camp in other people's places. Then how your president behave? You don't go to your you responsible man. You will leave your hall and go to your friend hall. They remember go on now. Well, you know, no man. When you go to that social problem, the man they said so. I get a holiday. They even didn't come.
You imagine a very painful situation.
Our country, we are going through serious, difficult, dark times, and it is a leadership problem. Plain and simple. Anybody fooling themselves that this is not a leadership problem, then I don't think you're talking about Liberia.
So let's move to districts 1, 4, and 6. Because at the end of districts 4 and 6, there was a new approach. Should I call it a new? My friend Rodney said we call it a game changer. That after all the touring, after all the singing and dancing, you meet the guys face to face and tell me exactly this is who I am. What do you expect of me?
Correct. So, again, we went to District 1.
Mm-hmm.
We're so grateful to the people of District 1. I mean, young, old, crippled. The people just look. I gotta tell you this. On our way, the schools along the way, kids came outside. I asked the principal, why are you taking the kids? Because it seemed embarrassing.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you taking the kids from school? He said, we made this decision conscionably. We want them to see the possibility of a new future. And we will stop, and those kids, some of them near their building. I mean, it was just so mesmerizing. Thank you, Mr. Cummings. Thank you, Mr. Cummings. He will shake hands, then we'll move along. We will run into older people, standing up, insisting, let the man stop. We just want to wave to him, let him just shake our hand. This is the hope. This is something new. So we ran into time. By the time we got to the hall that we should have built by 4 o'clock, it was 6 o'clock. Because you couldn't pass.
And the guy was still waiting for you?
People were still waiting for us at Bensonville Town Hall, City Hall. We went there. It should have been a length. In fact, some people got vexed with me because it started getting very dark. And we wanted people to make it home safely. So we had to cut off the town hall. You know, Alex likes the town hall and the opportunity to exchange with citizens. So we had to cut it off. So District 1 was a rousing success. But then District 4 and 6 just looked like they decided they would multiply what we saw in District 1. So we went to a service, crowded church. And this church was selected because of the quality of humanitarian work they are doing. I mean, graduating 300 young, especially women. And you know, when you empower women, you empower the family. And therefore, I mean, they were teaching them life skills and a host of other things.
The church was doing that?
The church was involved with that. It's called Christ Embassy.
Okay, Christ Embassy.
They're really involved in a lot. So we worship with them. Then we went to a soccer pitch. When we left the pitch, as crowded as it was, people came after we left and kept thronging to the place, trooping in. By then, we had commitment to District 6 to meet people in District 6. So we went on to District 6. And then most of those people that started coming again were redirected to the town because we said we'll come back to the Painesville City Town and do a town hall meeting. Then we came into District 6, T-Max. To drive through that district was a difficult thing. At some point, I got a call from the advanced team, the mobilization advanced team at the City Hall, Painesville City Hall. If you guys don't come quickly, we may lose control of the crowd here at the City Hall. Such was the turnout. It was impressive. Liberians are sensing something new. Liberians are picking up to the fact that failed leadership do not deserve to be returned to power. They deserve to have their bags packed. And I've said this repeatedly. We will beat them like old drum, because that's what failure truly deserves. They have disappointed themselves, I'm sure. They have disappointed the Liberian people, and the Liberian people want to repay them for the disappointment they have given them. So then, the Grebos people, people talking all kinds of stuff. This was the Grebos people saying, we want to receive our son.
So you did that strategically, intentionally?
No. Actually, the Grebos people came to us. The Grebos people came and said, Mr. Browne, they Cummings man, you're behind. Let's be very, very clear. Let's be very, very clear. That's our son. And we're tired. Every day you pick up the radio, you pick up the other one. The bigger players they get for him, he got no constituency. We know where he come from. And he can't do this. He can't do that. Say, we are warriors. My mother is from Maryland.
Your mother?
My mother is from Maryland. And so the Grebos people said, you know what? Enough is enough. We have seen the effort of our son.
So we see the numbers.
We are about to multiply the effort of our son. So I said, okay, that sounds good. Well, where do you people say, please bring our son to Claratown? I said, Claratown, it's going to be the president's stronghold. He said, what are you talking about? Who gets stronghold here again? I said, bring him to the football field. I said, but I play the man you used to play. Let the man feed there. He said, that's the message we want to send. We are warriors. We are tired with this nonsense. They have provoked us. They have awakened us. It's an insult to us, Grebos, to say to one of us, you are a nobody. Your people are ungrateful and cannot stand with you. Now, of course, and Alex has always said, I'm more about demographics than I want to be about geography. Meaning, for me, it is important that people, the ordinary Liberian, feels he has a voice. He has a chance in his own country. He is entitled to and deserves to benefit from all of the blessings and riches of this country. So it's not whether you're from this tribe or whether you're from this tribe or whether you're woman or whether you're man or whether you're Christian or whether you're Muslim. Things we have absolutely no control over us being or becoming, right? So his has always been a message, let's unify the country. So when I said it to the group, people, they say, okay, yeah, Ellie, when you're finished, you'll go to that one. The people cussing us. That's what we say we're ready to respond to. When you tell a global man he's homeless, essentially that's why you have no constituency that is homeless, then we who are Grebos are the ones you actually insulted, because you're telling us we lack capacity to support our own, to be with our own. So we will take over this campaign and sell our son to the rest of Liberia. And so, T-Max, these people organized themselves. When we were driving, we enter from the Dole community from the Freeport side. T-Max.
That's where you came from the Freeport side.
T-Max. People halted the convoy. They were at the Freeport side waiting to take us in. So Alex said, look, I don't like for the people to be walking while I am riding. And people say, sit down in the car. We know where we'll put you down when we're ready for you to walk, to enter triumphantly into Claratown. So the people escorted the vehicle. We got to this intersection. Then they say, all right, we want you now to enter. We want the people to see we want Liberia to hear that in this fight to change Liberia, you are not alone. And you are not walking alone. The entire Grebo tribe.
And you people just disturb the traffic.
Walking and standing shoulder to shoulder.
People could not come from Claratown by way of the Claratown Red Store. Just embarrass people.
Men of all ages. Disabled people. Women of all ages. Young people. It was amazing. It was amazing. And then we walked with that crowd. We got to the football field. See the women turning out performing, singing praises to God. And in the typical traditional Grebo faction,
and you had
declaring,
you had Cummings.
We are ready.
You had Cummings as if he was Totman with a jacket, with a hat.
Yes, President Topman popularized this, but this is a typical Grebo traditional ceremonial dress. And you should have seen the warriors. With all they decorated themselves with the branches, with the leaves, to change Liberia. We're ready. We're ready for the fight. Now, my problem is that the phone has been blowing off. They now want to take this fight to the southeast.
Where again?
To home counties. River G, Grand Crew, Grand Jere, Maryland. And of course, this was dominated by the Grebos in Montserrado. We're ready to take this to the country.
We're taking our second break, but let me ask you, what has this done? They dug back your mojo.
To say we got
because the thing
back
was that
is to say we lost Mojo in the first place.
Because the thing was that he doesn't have a constituency. He doesn't. Nobody knows.
Now
him.
There's a new argument. People are so jittery. You hear the new argument now? Oh, I don't come and say you are not going to get involved in tribal politics. Now the man dressing like Grebo chief, he won't bring the Grebo business. He won't put the Grebo people again. No, you said he had even no tribe. You said he had no tribal constituency. We have always consistently said this country belongs to all of us, and that we must lead a united Liberia. But you assume that message was born out of weakness. And you insulted the Grebos by your criticism of one of their sons, by calling a respected son of the Grebo tribe, effectively referring to him as an orphan. So you, who made the previous argument, incited the Grebos. You insulted them. It is you that they were responding to and speaking to, saying, we are ready.
We are ready. Let's take our second break. When we come back, I will not open the lines because I got some layer of my discussion to cover before we open the lines. So let's take our second break.
Let's shall come in water and hello. No quarrel. How was feeling my sister Shona? I saw in last week episode. I said you would join him with your mother-in-law. Can be out for your house.
Sure. Test my weapon with Filipino show business. Don't worry, I got the perfect solution for you. I heard it on the radio. They make the announcement again. Just listen.
More light at home. More possibilities for greatness. Orange Energy is a reliable solution to all light problems. Inspired by the sun and changing lives, one beam at a time. Brighter days are here. Orange Energy now provides reliable electricity at affordable rates, with solar kits starting at $6,565 Liberian dollars and monthly payments starting at $1,600 Liberian dollars. Visit any of our stores or POS to purchase your kit.
Brings you closer to what matters.
Orange.
They have done it again.
What excitement! Share the good news now.
My pikin tried to Cote d'Ivoire yesterday, and he still calling me on a number. He still pressing on the arm.
Nothing makes me more relaxed than being able to work and stay connected without interruption, whether I am at home or away.
They have done it again.
More travels, more possibilities. With a just released roaming data bundle for travelers to Cote d'Ivoire,
Guinea-Conakry, and Mali,
you can now stay connected on the go. Dial *535# to activate a plan ranging from $1 for 25 megabytes to $20 for 1 gigabyte. The new roaming data bundle, an offer for you.
Brings you closer to what matters.
Orange.
After being in the business for more than 20 years, Uptown Garage has all it takes to make your car work best for you. Uptown Garage has brought in all sizes of new quality tires. We also have the efficient and long-lasting Uptown batteries. Uptown Garage has also brought in a state-of-the-art 2022 upgraded diagnostic machine that can easily detect any problem with your car. Don't worry, we can fix it for you. Is your car having any electrical problem? Well, Uptown Garage has a professional electrician from Ghana who is up to the task of programming and solving all of your car electrical problems. Uptown Garage is at the intersection of Broad and Nelson Streets with the Uptown Spare Parts Store on Broad Street side. We have our garage and new showroom at Rehab at the junction of President Weah's residence. For original spark plugs from Japan, oil filters, engine oil, and everything you need to get your car working perfectly, come to Uptown Garage. We give 1 month warranty. We also provide a tow truck free of charge if we are the one to work on your car. But we can also tow your car anywhere for a fee. Contact Uptown Garage head office on 0777 553317 or 0886 553317 or our rehab branch on 0770 902865. Uptown Garage, your 100% Liberian owned, is here to put a smile on your face.
Thank you very much. If I can 50-50 on 7, I changed my mind. I won't do that because I want to do justice to the format of the program. So it's time that you participate by calling us on 0777-777-107, or better still, call us on 0777-221-223. Our special studio guest, Louis Browne. He is the chair of Team Cummings 2023. Let's go to line 1. Talk to our first caller. Good morning.
Good morning, Team.
Good morning, my brother. What's your name and where are you calling me from?
Hassan Dollars.
Go ahead, Hassan.
Yeah, I want to say I'm waiting for the donation. Actually, yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Call me on that number on 0777-777-107. Let's go to line 3. Talk to our next caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Kimia, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yeah, welcome to the studio guest. Yeah, he has spoken well. He said that they went to a place in Mima that was abandoned and some other place that the people were welcoming him. And this is what we welcome. There are places that are not accessible. Other aspirants will reach there and run their campaign. But we see this whole election go on a runoff. But we have to let Liberia to be savage to think that we get on a team so that this leader deficit can be erased so that we can have a resourceful land Liberia being led by a leader that will include everybody. Here in football, we did not go to the World Cup, but our leader is on the World Cup. So how will you divide the time of the president playing on football and he going to the World Cup today? What benefit does Liberia get? So that's my question. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I don't think Louis will be in a position to answer that question because I think that Louis's question. Call me on that number 0777. Let's go back to line 5. Talk to our next caller. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, T Max. Good morning to the ambassador in studio. My name is Aliyu Kiadi and I joined you from Cinco.
Ali, go ahead.
You know, Ambassador, thank you very much. And you spoke passionately. You spoke to the hearts and minds of Liberian people. It is clear, like crystal, that the sin of the CDC government is unforgivable. It is unpardonable. Even if the Liberian people had their own hell, we will be dipping President we are a government official in that hell so that it can rot and burn for eternity. People suffering to this country. Imagine, since the president took over, even a fuller bread company he hasn't brought it to this country. Fuller bread company, he talks less of bringing foreign direct investment to this country. The president doesn't care. The president is just on vacation. He's wasting taxpayers' money. Serious issues in the country. He hasn't addressed any, and he's playing. Who does that? That. So we are pledging our support to Mr. Cummings because we know he's a responsible leader that will liberate this country from where President we are in.
Call me on that number 0777. Let's go back to line 2. Talk to our next caller. Good morning.
Good morning, Team Majorata.
Good morning, my brother. What's your name, please?
My name is Mohammed Kenne. I call from Canada. I'm following the show this morning.
Go ahead, Mohammed. What do you make of what Louis just said?
Yeah, I've been following Louis Browne, and I really like Mr. Browne. But for me, my point is Cummings should leave the CPP and go by himself, so that even if he have to go for the second round, he will need the people from Lofa.
You say you should leave the CPP
and go by himself. He can go by himself and still come second round and even win the election. But with CPP, he got to be careful with Musability because with the Liberty Party situation, he needs to get himself out.
Liberty Party will get into one piece. Don't worry yourself about that. They're working on that. They will get into one piece. Don't worry about that.
That's my view.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. How's Canada? How many Liberians in Canada? Oh, he's gone already. So let's move to line 6. Talk to our next caller. Good morning.
Good morning, Timas.
Good morning, my brother. What's your name, please?
Thank you. My name is Lawrence Spencer. I'm in Johnson Road Township. Let me say good morning to the lender, LP Louis Browne.
Go ahead.
You know, let me say thank you to Mr. Browne for his brilliant deliberations on the issues. And Timas, you are you are all respected pop. Your guys been around. But Timas, you cannot be a witness today to testify that we are observing good governance in Liberia. I mean, the level of poor administration we are seeing in our country for the last 5 years is unprecedented. I mean, Timas, how can Liberia be in a sense of crisis? Today, our mother still jumping over rest, successfully. I mean, all the fan fighting for rest, and the president is nowhere to be found. Somebody will say, hey, president absent is the scene. But Timas, at least, when he around, it shows some sense of leadership. It shows that, I mean, he has some level of concern about the Liberian people. So there's a reason we're saying the Liberian people should rally their support for Mr. Cummings, because this man believe in the 5 miles of the ordinary people. That's why you see Cummings going from one district to another, giving our people hope. Mr. Cummings is the only man speaking and standing up for the Liberian people.
Thank you very much.
Encourage Mr. Louis Browne and the rest of the brothers in the CPP to continue to speak for the Liberian people. Because we see there's no.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Call me on that number on 0777 107. Let's go back to line 1 again. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Timax. Good morning, Timax. How you doing?
I'm all right. My brother, what's your name, please?
This is Yusuf Fremont. I join you from Congo Town, right behind Miami.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
No. Just I wanted to have a serious discussion. I don't want to hear that.
Okay.
I don't want to hear about Miami because taking Miami, you're making fun of Liberia.
I'm taking Miami back.
Let's get to the discussion.
Back to the defender. Thank you, Mr. Browne. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Thank you. Let me appreciate you so much.
because everything you say, this is what's going on. This is unprecedented in our country. From time to time, we are not hear or see this kind of thing, what's going on today. Our country is going down the drain. This vessel that was sitting strictly, they are about to sink. The only way they will not sink now, we decide to put our hands on it. Because it's supposed to Liberian. It did not belong to the Congress for Democratic Change or the Coalition for Democratic Change. Because I believe that President Weah lacks a leadership ability. President Weah lacks everything about governance. Because look at the way our country is going. Our country is not proceeding the way it's supposed to proceed. Because I personally supported President Weah. I voted for him. But the way I see him proceeding, I cannot be part of it. I'm the funding chairman on the National Response and Defense Team today called Popo Defender. I'm the funding chair. I funded it. But I look at it and I distance myself from President Weah in the Congress for Democratic Government because I believe that I have a future ahead of me.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Call me on that number on 0777 107.
Good morning.
Good morning, my brother. What's your name?
I'm Shetra Kipa calling you from the office of the CPP in the Lecture Bureau. All I want to tell the Honorable Mayor, Mr. Browne, for his hard work that he's doing within the CPP. We need no one to tell us that the president failed this country. And comes 2023, we're voting out, and Alexander Benedict Cummings will be the next president. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Call me on that number on 0777 777. Let's go back to line 5. Talk to our next caller. Good morning.
Good morning, Tiba.
Good morning, my brother. What's your name, please?
My name is Modis Sako.
Modis Sako, go ahead.
From Pinsville.
From Pinsville.
I have questions for Mr. Browne.
Go ahead.
He said when the incident occurred in Zimbabwe, they went there and saw the people. My question to him is, what did they do? Did they provide any speed boats to the people so that they make crossing? And what did they tell the people when they become president and when they see the leadership of this country? That is about 4 important question points. Are they going to...
Whether they're going to be a bridge, whether they're going to provide some kind of keynote to be crossing the people. Thank you very much. I think Louise will respond to that. Let's go back to line 3. Talk to our next caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, my brother. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm Marcus Browne calling from a Caldwell residence. You see, T-Max,
are you talking that
we the Liberian people, we are very tired of the extreme suffering in the land. We are tired of the stunted economic growth this government has caused for us. And besides, if you take a general survey in Liberia now, incompetence and corruption, they are being used as a primary weapons to kill innocent citizens. On a serious note, 5 years of continuous failure, T-Max cannot be corrected within less than 1 year period. But in 2023, Mr. Alexander Cummings will unseat George Minor Weah, who is a failed president.
Thank you very much.
I urge you now to start to order your inauguration suit.
Thank you very much.
Hello?
Thank you very much. I get inauguration suit.
Hello?
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Dada.
My brother, what's your name and where you calling me from?
Yeah, this is Yonfo guy, Charlie Yonfo. And I call you from the district that was mostly populated where Mr. Cummings and the group people is talking. District 14 and the global people where this place is heavily populated by global people, we try to erase the argument that Mr. Cummings has not been having to support the global people. So I'm very proud and I want to say thank you to the police and particularly to Mr. Browne who have been working tirelessly. I want to encourage you and everybody who is on our team and the Liberian people who want change to vote for Mr. Cummings because the people are tired.
So your group of people, let me ask you, where you people were the whole why they people say they man get tried. Where were you people?
Oh, Mr. Dada, you are so amazed when you are everything what we started doing with the Cummings with him. All the global people understand the really mean what you can go apology. They say it's a mistake. But it said this time around now, they get back to their own show. And because of that order, I've been introduced politically. So they said no. If you see the thing that I challenge the seriously ever in the entire country, if they say
Thank you. Call me on that number on 077777107. You'll be live on 5050 on Sky 107. Our special studio guest has been Louis Browne. Is the chair of Team Cummings 2023. Let's go back to line 6. Hello. Talk to our next caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, I'm Josephine Wongbe Salif calling from Brussels.
Jojo, go ahead.
Yes, I just want to send this message out to Mr. Cummings that though we are now radio free, but we hope that Liberia becomes a better place. So we are for him, my family, we are working behind him, and we pray that 2023 he will be the next president of Liberia. Thank you.
Let's call that number on 077777107.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, my brother. What's your name and where are you calling me from?
Thank you, Tima. So, my name is Desmond Eugene Nimle, and I call from Monrovia, a member of the CPP communications team. So, let me say good morning to Ambassador Louis Browne. Ambassador Browne, you spoke very well, as always, a learned man who has the English language to his fingertips.
My man, Louis Browne, you're teaching 101. Let's go. Let's go to the issue, yes.
Let me quickly speak to the Saturday program. You know, as Ambassador Browne said, it was very clear. The questions have been, where is Mr. Cummings' base? Where does he come from? Who are those that are behind him? So those questions have been coming since 2016, when we were following Mr. Cummings. We've been behind Mr. Cummings since the days. And we've been with our people. The message has been, Mr. Cummings' base is across the country. Mr. Cummings wants to be president for every Liberian. But you know, our opponents, our opposition, have continuously asked this question, and as Ambassador Browne said, it provoked the people of Maryland, the people of Sino, the people of Grand Crew, the people of Rivergy. It provoked them. So here, people questioning where their own son comes from, as though, as Ambassador Browne said, as though he is an orphan. So they said, no, this time around, going towards 2022, 2023 elections, we're going to come up. We're going to tell these people that our son, Alexander Cummings, is somebody who has whom we are with him.
Thank you.
Saw
Thank you,
the number that was on the field on Saturday, and now they are changing
Thank you.
now to.
Thank you, Desmond. Thank you very much. Before we take the next break, we have another caller. Let me talk to the last caller. Good morning.
Good morning, Jimmy.
Good morning, my brother. What's your name, please?
My name is Brad Jefferson. That's where you're from Monrovia.
Go ahead, Jeff.
I'm just listening to the ambassador. I'm totally disappointed in you this morning. Max, I think we have to transcend this level of tribal politics. I listened to the ambassador saying that the Grebos people hearing and Alexander Cummings. From where, Max? You listen to the Nathaniel Williams? This group of Grebos people, this person, right in character. They organize themselves so they go behind Cummings.
Did you see the crowd?
I'm telling you,
did you see the crowd? Do they look like?
Oh yes, I know the Grebos people. In fact, we are behind that, Max. We know that.
So what is the argument? Thank you very much. So you want to respond to this because I got other things to cover before.
Yeah, let me just run through a few very quickly. The last caller. Look, I'll leave you with your sense of being in the past. I think you're stuck in the past, so we'll just let you be there. If you think the message of change, if you think your life is going on well, there are many others in this town who understand, and not just in this town, across the country, who understand that nothing is happening as it should, and who have a need for change. What I'm hearing you say is that you are okay, and you enjoying what you're enjoying. Good for you. Enjoy it, brother. But many others are not having the good time you are having, and they want change. And there's only one candidate in this race who can truly represent real change in this country. And that's what you see So you can sit down in your wherever you are and imagine the worst for your country. But there are many who want something different and something better for Liberia. And that's why they are turning out the way they are turning out. We will not waste time behind your false prophecy and negative attitude. Now, there are many others, but I want to respond to Mr. Sako. His question: what did you all do in Zambui? So look, we went to Zambui, but I assure you, we did not leave Zambui as we met it. Yeah. So there's a lot of work going on, including the building of ferries. First, we consoled the family, reached out to them with subsistence to help them, because these are very difficult times. They no longer go into their farms, so you want to show.
Is that a populated village?
It is.
It is.
It is. It is. You know, so your first thing, you want to make sure that people feel that you care. First of all, it's not what you gave. It's the sense of empathy that you care, that you understand what they're going through. Because it could have been any one of us. But for us residing in Monrovia, we could have been in Zambui living that life. So Mr. Cummings demonstrated that he cared. He listened and contributed to making sure that they will no longer just need a canoe to cross, because they have to cross at those 4 points. So, and we will continue to be engaged. This is one of the things that we try to do. This is not about politics. This is about empathy. This is about caring for the people you claim that you're leading. So yes, we did what we could. I don't like to get into the details and specifics. Now, Mr. Cummings is not the type of guy who will go about saying, I did this, I did the other one. It's just being there with them, holding people, comforting people, and assuring them that it will be okay.
Okay, so let me move to, because my time is running up. Let's get to national issues. Since 2 weeks ago, this issue of census, and we thought it would have taken off the way, with the anticipation with what was put into it, the declaration of a holiday to jumpstart it and give it a sort of meaning it deserves, didn't happen. What is your view on, I would say, the slow commencement of the census?
So, this is again one of the stark contrast in leadership. Imagine this, T-Max. And I believe Mr. Cummings spoke about this a few days ago. The Friday, the president declared a holiday.
Yes.
Where was he?
He was out.
So that day and the ensuing 10 days should have been for counting, right? That is census, holiday. Nobody go home. Nobody go anywhere. Stay home. Come to your house. Come to come. By the way, nobody reached mine yet. I don't know if somebody.
No, nobody has reached my house yet.
So, but imagine on a day the counting should have happened. Where was the president? Out. You're the leader, boss man. Then you have a huge entourage traveling with you of your government. Would those people have been counted on that day? Or the 10 days since that? So what if the census was successful and it had been concluded in the 10 days period?
There wouldn't be any numbers.
You're not talking about just anyone. You're talking about the president of your country declaring census. Look at that quality of judgment. You declaring census and you yourself undeclare yourself for counting. I mean, what other evidence do we need? The president say, okay, don't judge me by the way I speak. Judge me by my judgment. What kind of judgment is that? You declare holiday. And you know there are many families in this town that survive day by day. Do you know what? People need every day to be able to survive. You declare. So that was Friday, that was Saturday, that was Sunday. You start that hustle for plenty of people. What happened on that day? Zero. The only thing we heard about the census, that scandal, accusation, the person stealing they want, the other person misusing they want, the other person abusing they want. After 5 days, the president said, oh, in fact, I fired the other person. 3 days later, he said, oh, but in fact, we don't have the report more than 3 months ago. Oh, we don't even have the report about it. Oh, we didn't even know that this was. What do you know? This is the most important program ongoing in your country. You don't have the details about it. This is, look, somebody write, God loved our country so much. I don't know what the beginning get the other thing that God money or that God money me from. But it is so apt to our times. Because we are on autopilot. But like somebody said to me the other day, he said, Louis Browne, if you think being on autopilot bad, that means nobody at the steering wheel. We have an absent president, a vacationing president is what Alex called it. Nobody at the steering wheel. But then, yes, what's even worse? All the mechanical devices that at least you'll be reading to say, okay, the gas coming to finish. Yeah, we see the gas gauge. Oh, we're running too hard. So the speedometer showing this. None of them working. Everything malfunctioning. So whether we know we took off heading north, but whether we stay heading north, we have no way of knowing. We have absolutely, we are not just on autopilot, but the gauges and mechanical devices are all malfunctioning. Nothing seems to be working right. It comes from our people were wise in this country. You call yourself the only son of your grandfather. I'm sure your grandfather told you, especially you from Grand Crew.
Mm-hmm.
Where does the fish begin to rot?
From the head.
Brother, people are doing their best. Police people are trying to do their best in the street. Teachers are trying to do their best to teach. Nurses are trying to do their best in hospitals. Doctors under difficult conditions are trying to do their best. In fact, most of the learning institutions now, we dump it on faith-based organizations. They are trying to do their best to educate our children. Market women are trying to do their best to put food on other people's table at affordable prices. They're trying to do their best to move people around. Keke riders trying to do their best. Everybody basically trying to do their best, except the leader. When the leader does not get it right, when the leader is unfit for the office, when the leader does not know what to do, when to do it, nothing else will work because the fish inevitably rots from the head. Look, there are ministers in this government who will tell you privately, they're so frustrated. Of course, people just go blame minister. Oh, President, we need to fire his ministers. President, some of these ministers are doing their best. They are doing their best under difficult conditions, impossible conditions. The truth of the matter, some of these ministers have not seen their own boss man, the president who gave them the job, who they should be referring to have difficulties. They can't see the man. They can't see him. He doesn't know what he is doing. Plain and simple, the president, like one Basil Omer told me, the president ain't able to job. He ain't able. We can keep him there 12 years, it will not make him able. The thing we will do 2023 to fire him, because everywhere when you applaud somebody and they don't perform well and their time expire, because this is democracy. It's a tenure job. His tenure, it says here, his is a failed tenure. We'll take it from the way one crew Omer told me. He said when you get the oil for the community, when you get the oil for the village, You take that whole pot of oil, put it on a small boy here in the town. And you see the boy walking, you see all the legs shaking. And all of you depending on to eat. And you see the little boy, his legs shaking, his knees wobbling. You know he ain't able to carry that oil. You better put it on, take it from on here and put it on different person here who can carry it. Because if you keep it on here and that little child falls down and it weighs, that you do it. Because you can see the boy struggling. The president is struggling. The president is struggling so much he doesn't even want to be here. To tell you the truth, President, we are just took 7 weeks. Maybe he will even make it 2 months. President, we are just took because he doesn't know what to do yet. The problem just jumping up in front of him. He know what to do. He can't do it, people. Look, this is not what I like CDC. This is not what I hate CDC. No. Even some CDCians will tell you they are disaffected, they are disappointed in the leadership of the boss man.
Okay, so, our time is running. Let me take my last break. Come back. We'll go straight to Julius to give us comment from our social media users.
It's possible, anytime, anywhere. A way to make you smile from ears to ears. With Orange Money new broken fees, you can take off your own sekabagi and keeps you smiling. A smile that comes from the heart. A smile that keeps you ongoing. A smile that lasts forever. More smiles with Makabagi. Discover the Orange Money new broken tariff. Withdraw and transfer money to your loved ones now at less expensive fees. And experience more advantage with Orange Money broken tariff.
Orange Money. Let's tell us, I'm coming to hit him. Hello, no quarry. How was feeling my sister Shona? I saw in next week episode. I said you were trying with your money, law. Can be out for your house.
Sure. Test my weapon with Filipino show business. Don't worry, I got the perfect solution for you. I heard it on the radio. They make the announcement again. Just listen.
More light at home. More possibilities for greatness. Orange Energy is a reliable solution to all light problems. Inspired by the sun and changing lives, one beam at a time. Brighter days are here. Orange Energy now provides reliable electricity at affordable rates. With solar kits starting at $6,565 Liberian dollars and monthly payments starting at $1,600 Liberian dollars. Visit any of our stores or POS to purchase your kit.
Brings you closer to what matters.
Orange.
After being in the business for more than 20 years, Uptown Garage has all it takes to make your car work best for you. Uptown Garage has brought in all sizes of new quality tires. We also have the efficient and long-lasting Uptown batteries. Uptown Garage has also brought in a state-of-the-art 2022 upgraded diagnostic machine that can easily detect any problem with your car. Don't worry, we can fix it for you. Is your car having any electrical problem? Well, Uptown Garage has a professional electrician from Ghana who is up to the task of programming and solving all of your car electrical problems. Uptown Garage is at the intersection of Broad and Nelson Streets with the Uptown Spare Parts Store on Broad Street side. We have our garage and new showroom at Rehab at the junction of President Weah's residence. For original spark plugs from Japan, oil filters, engine oil, and everything you need to get your car working perfectly, come to Uptown Garage. We give 1 month warranty. We also provide a tow truck free of charge if we are the ones to work on your car. But we can also tow your car anywhere for a fee. Contact Uptown Garage head office on 077-553317 or 0886-553317 or our rehab branch on 0770-902865. Uptown Garage, your 100% Liberian owned, is here to put a smile on your face.
Thank you very much. Back on 50 on Sky One, the 7th screen. Now we go straight to Julius Boogie to give us comments from our social media users. Let me interject here that the comments you're about to hear are not comments from Sky Communication, but rather comments from our social media users. It's over to you, Julius.
Okay, thank you, Timax. Let me bring you a few comments because the comments are many. George Lamadin said, good morning, Timax, and good morning to your guest, Ambassador Louis Browne of Team Cummings. I'm following from the most civilized community in District Number 6, GSA Road. Boyle said, tribalistic Southeasterners. Alexine Rock said, good morning to the 50/50 family. Hello to your guest, Mr. Ginate. I hope those crowds can be changed into voters. Elections are drawing closer, and most of those crowds are commercial crowds instead of being willing crowd. I liked the competition from Cummings and keep it up, Mr. Cummings. 2023 will be the judge. Browne Jonathan said, I'm watching. Caesar D. Freeman said, President, we are coming back for you guys, and you guys will put yourself in your houses. Cephas D. Freeman said, Liberian people are suffering. You go there. I don't understand trying to say that. I mean, leave that one. BJ Clark said, good morning, T-Max, and good morning to the studio guests. House Speaker Buffer Chamber is involving your part. Okay, no, I'm not going through that. Aliu Kedi said, the sin of the CDC government is unforgivable. He come by and said, we want Cummings, that's ABC. Kaifa Masa Kilo Kamara said, Cummings is the real man. Keep airing the work and goodness of this noble man, LGB. James Kekula said, Mr. Cummings is here to fix the rotten system. If Johnson said, Cummings 2023. Said, thanks, LB, for everything. Liberia will get better soon. Tim Cummings. Livadino Dos Jr. said, good morning. I'm from a resident in on the Honorable Emmanuel Dan Avenue, Ashmore Street, Dusty Road. T-Max, the entire opposition community isn't serious at all, and President we are anticipating his re-election in this next year. If they want to win the President Weah, they need to come back together under one umbrella with the LP. Marcus Davis said that they say nobody knows coming, but they are all afraid of real change. Let's come to Lawrence Spencer. He said the real change message is resonating well this morning. Bravo, LB. Abraham Sina Yogo said, when one has achieved self-actualization, one must endeavor into a career or field that is more challenging. Mr. Cummings has businesses in Liberia employing Liberians. He can make most impact on the presidency because he has the requisite knowledge, demonstrated skills, and ability to propel Liberians into the future. And that's all for T-Max. Back to you for the continuation of the program 50/50 this morning.
Thank you very much. Now, let me inform you, tomorrow morning, my special studio guest will be the Ambassador Medina Wise. Medina Wise was the Secretary General of the MRU, our neighboring organization, comprises of Liberia, Sierra Leone, Guinea, and then I'm told that Ivory Coast has expressed interest in being a part of that. It's a part of that. And Medina Wise will be my special studio guest. As you know, Sierra Leone conducted what was called a midterm census. Liberia's current effort is watched with controversy. We call out tomorrow to give us light and insight as to how it was done in Sierra Leone, what expertise can be brought on board, because census is one of the biggest catalysts in determining the deployment of resources and construction of infrastructure. So former Secretary General Medina Wise will be our special studio guest. And mind you, I will ask her the noise about she leaving that office, what was it all about? So Medina Wise will be a special studio guest tomorrow morning. Our time is up. Chair of the Team Cummings, our time is up. You got your Mojo, you're moving on, and you said that by sometime beginning of next year, you will be in the Southeast to go back to the Grebos people to say, yes, we saw the signs in the Claratown. Now we are here to see you face to face again.
I'm not sure we're even waiting for beginning of next year because the outpouring I'm seeing, the readiness I'm sensing, we want to continue to keep people engaged and to push people. But we are also going everywhere else because we want to be, Mr. Cummings has repeatedly said, and he's a man of his word, that he will be president for all of Liberia. I just want to quickly say to my good friend Caesar, he says,
who's Caesar?
Caesar Fremont.
Oh, okay.
One of the persons, I believe, is a good friend. But people can have similar names. But he said, President, we are coming back for the opposition. Where we coming back from? That place was going to be in the first place. So, it's okay. We'll be here waiting for him.
Caesar is running to be representative District 17.
Okay. Caesar, look, when we finish with your district, I'm sure you will try to figure out whether you will be supporting Joe by that time. Because even in your district, I hope you're running in support of Joe in that district, because the pain and suffering in that district as well. I know the kind of hard work. I know you're a very good, qualified person, but don't try to ride on Joe. He has none. He has none whatsoever. He burned his bridges with the Liberian people in the last 4 or 5 years. So if you say he's coming back, he should not have left. But we'll be here waiting for him.
Thank you very much. Mr. Julius Browne, thank you very much. And I know we come to the end of this edition of 50-50. My name is Steve, man. Thanks for being there and be part and parcel of the packaging of this edition of 50-50. Like I said, tomorrow morning, my special studio guest will be Ambassador Madina Wisse. Bye-bye for now.